So Vanessa came in because Paddy had been struck off for 6 months for hitting a policeman. But Vanessa and Rhona go back years because they were at uni together.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they were both quite wild when they were out and about. And Vanessa still is.
Rhona's settled.
Vanessa
hasn't.
Yeah, and Vanessa just expects Rhona to be exactly the same as she was back then.
Yeah.
And then realises she's not.
She has a baby and a husband.
Yeah, she's grown up.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And then you just took over with winding up Paddy. That's been your main focus.
Fun.
Since you arrived.
Poor Dom. No, it's been good fun. So yeah, that's been her main focus, really. Yeah, trying to wind Paddy up.
I think since Vanessa has come back, Rhona's thrilled, really thrilled and really enjoying it, but it's been quite stressful because Paddy's being an idiot, really. And I think, like, Vanessa and Rhona are almost behaving like Marlon and Paddy just can't deal with it. I think Paddy feels almost emasculated because Vanessa's taken over his job and taken over his wife's social life. And so he's the house husband, and it's not something he signed up for necessarily. He's doing the cooking, he's probably not doing the cleaning, but should be, and he's doing all the domestic stuff. So I don't think he feels like himself, and it is affecting their marriage because he's grumpy with her and she's grumpy with him, and so they're sort of misfiring, they're not quite meeting, and then you've got this little one chirping in as well. And
it's like for the last 6 months, he's not just been suspended from his job, it's like he's been suspended from life as he knew it.
Yeah, it's kind of his fault though, right?
Too right. As soon as she arrived, he'd only just been suspended, so he was still very raw about that.
And the previous vet had tried it on with his wife as well.
Oh, yes. Brett the vet had tried it on.
So he wasn't in a good place emotionally. There's a lot at stake and there's a lot to save, and I think they both want to save it. So yeah, I mean, they've just got to work at it. It's like anything.
He just resented him more and more, and Vanessa, being Vanessa, picked up on that, and she does continue to wind him up because he's stolen her friend.
Paddy's been very narrow-minded and not very accepting of anybody else coming in. He can't, he's not really dealt with it, has he?
I think he'd have had a problem with anybody coming in, really.
Yeah,
unless
it
it
was
was
to have been somebody that's really good at winding him up. Don't forget, you can join in on all the chat about Rhona, Vanessa and Paddy and what's next for them
on our official Emmerdale Facebook and Twitter page.